I think now we can move on to Elimination Chamber.
Well, yeah, we kind of comprised our top five lists
Yeah,
of our favorite elimination chambers.
yeah.
Some of them are the same, some of them are a
Yeah,
little
we
bit
very,
different.
very, very similar lists, but we have a couple that are different. Which that's why I like doing these lists because it kind of sees like
Yeah,
what we grew up with and like how our tastes are very similar but also very different.
yeah.
Which I think is great, especially for the podcast because it's like like these are our lists. Like we're not compromising with each other. It's like what do you want to put? No. This is my list and this is your list.
Right, right. So before I get started on mine, I want to give an honorable mention. It's not technically an elimination chamber match because so in 2006 we had an elimination chamber match for the WWE Championship. John Cena retains the WWE Championship. It is at New Year's Revolution. Cena retains in a hard-fought battle. Moments later, Vince McMahon comes out, announces to the world and everybody on in the arena and watching around the world that Edge
That
is cashing in.
the edge cashing, yeah.
Yep, his the inaugural Money in the Bank, which he had won at WrestleMania 21 the year prior. And so Edge cashes in on John Cena. Cena had basically held the title for as long as Edge had held the briefcase, and that was the first time we saw Cena lose the WWE Championship.
And that's also when Edge got the nickname the Ultimate Opportunist. That's
Yep.
where that nickname came to be.
hmm
So
Honorable mention: it wasn't an elimination chamber match, but it happened right after.
right after an Elimination Chamber match, yeah.
Yes. All right, but you can go ahead.
So I don't know if you want to go in particular. I don't know if you want to go 5-1 or one to
You can go to
five.
5-1.
So my number five for my top Elimination Chamber matches, I actually have the 2017 WWE Championship Elimination Chamber that saw Bray Wyatt win his first WWE Championship, and I thought that was a very stellar match. It had a pretty good lineup because of course you had the defending champion John Cena, you had AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt. I forget who else was in it, but
hmm
I thought it was a very solid match. I thought it was one of the better Elimination Chamber matches of like the later years.
Yeah.
But also I think the reason I have it at my number five too is because it was a feel good moment for Bray Wyatt, and you could see the fans loved it. They were happy with it. And I think it was definitely the right winner, the right choice won. So I think that's also why it's in my top five because it's like that was a very symbolic moment and turning point in the career of Bray Wyatt.
Something notable about that is, that was the last time we had saw John Cena as WWE champion before the retirement run.
Yeah, and an interesting backstage note: John Cena is the one that pitched for Bray Wyatt to win that match.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just go ahead and say it. That's on my list. I think that's on. You can go back into what I sent you there. That might be number four or number five. Let's see here.
You had it at your number three.
There you go.
You
Number
had it at your
three.
number three.
But okay, that's my number three. And I'll just go ahead and say it because we're on the subject here. That was actually the first year that they had changed the Elimination Chamber.
That's right, because it was a whole
hmm
new layout, a whole new structure. Because before it was like pure like
Steel and
steel, and
yeah,
this one is like, I mean, they had the pods, but this
yeah.
was more like, you
It was
know,
more giving for the
and
wrestlers.
I think this was also because I don't know if it was ever like a thing, but and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the elimination chamber matches you used to be able to eliminate opponents outside the ring, right?
I don't
Or
know.
what?
I don't think
But
so.
yeah,
Maybe, maybe, yeah.
I could have sworn I've seen that happen before. So I don't know if it changed. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. 'Cause I may not be sure, but I could have sworn remembering seeing where like you could actually pin an opponent outside the ring and it would still count as an elimination.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it changed in 2017 or even changed earlier than that, but I definitely do remember that. But again, maybe I'm wrong, but.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure either. I don't think we've seen eliminations outside the ring. Or maybe we have. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, what's next on your list?
So my number four is I actually have No Way Out 2009, the World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber, which was the one where we saw Edge enter as WWE Champion and then leave as World Heavyweight Champion. So this is one where he lost the WWE Championship in in the
Oh,
chamber
okay, yeah.
prior, and then the main
Did
event one was the World Heavyweight Championship
who
with
did he take out? Yeah.
He took out Kofi Kingston.
Oh, okay, got you.
He took out Kofi Kingston, and he entered the chamber, and John Cena was the World Heavyweight Champion because this was following WrestleMania 25, because he won it,
Hmm.
and No Way Out. I think at least then I think No Way Out was after the
Yeah, yeah.
chamber.
No, no. So No Way Out was the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. They just stopped calling it No Way Out.
Yeah,
They started calling it
elimination.
Elimination Chamber
And what was it after WrestleMania or before
before
WrestleMania at the time?
WrestleMania.
Okay, okay, so this was before
Yeah.
the triple threat at WrestleMania then.
Hmm.
With
Yeah.
but anyway, I put that there one because one that was also like a really quality match because you had Chris Jericho, Rey Mysterio, Edge, John Cena. I think Mike Knox was in it.
Oh
A
my God,
totally
Mike
random
Knox.
name.
Yeah.
Um, and then I forget who else was in it. I mean, you had Kofi, but Edge took him out. But I have it because one, that was very solid. And that was also a very aggressive, hard hitting
Yeah.
chamber, which is why I think I also have it up there. But also, I just for the fact that it's like, yes, Edge walked in to that show, WWE champion, and then walked out World Heavyweight champion. And he participated in both chamber matches. Which I don't know if anybody else has participated in both chamber matches in
Hmm.
the same night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, definitely. Um, Next on my list, I'm gonna go with the 2019 Elimination Chamber men's. I'm not even sure if they were doing women's at the time, but
No, they
uh,
were doing women's. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. 2018 was the first women's
Got you.
chamber.
Okay. So 2019, you had Daniel Bryan successfully retain the WWE championship.
Oh, this is the Kofi Mania. Yeah, yeah, the Kofi Mania one, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
Where Kofi earned his spot in the chamber. The crowd was behind him, and then it looked like he was gonna get it, and then Daniel Bryan won. And yeah,
Yep. Hmm.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
such a good spot. I forget who's in that match, but leading to the Kofi Mania moments at WrestleMania. So I put that one on there, because I think 2019 was definitely a horrible year for
But
WWE.
that was one of the
Yeah.
few, the few like highlights, one of the few ups
Right.
from that year. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
I didn't have it on my, but I do remember that was a very solid match, a very emotionally invested match because
Hmm.
the whole crowd was rooting for Kofi.
Right. Right.
Everybody was rooting for Kofi.
Hmm.
And I thought, 'cause I think I watched it. I thought he was gonna win. He almost did. He almost won it. He got like the very Daniel Bryan kicked out at like the famous 2.999,
Right. Right.
and then Daniel Bryan won. And I basically after that was like, okay, Kofi's not getting another shot because I think they was like, oh, if you win it, you champ. If you don't, that's
Right.
it for you.
Exactly.
So yeah. So
Yep. What's next on your list?
next.